All right, we're going to continue on with the Bench in the Forest painting today. It's an oil painting, as I've explained before in previous episodes. Today, the painting is basically fleshed in. So now we start adding detail. So one of the things that we're going to do is just build up this area in the sense that brings some of this a little closer to us with detail. We'll add some detail to the bench, and by doing that, some of this color will sort of dull down a little bit. That's deliberately what I will be trying to do, and I'll be working on the shadows here. So the shadows right now need something, and to me what they need is there's not a lot of warmth in there. It's pretty cold, and so there would be warmth coming off of the sunlight back here into these shadows, even though they're shadows. And so I would want to warm them up, and what I'll do is I will end up glazing this a little bit, and that's something you'll obviously see me do, which is just basically creating a very thin layer of a color paint. For example, if I put a little bit of yellow in the paint to try to warm that up, make it a very thin layer, and then I would put it across here in an attempt to warm that up. The problem with glazing is this is really going to have to be dry, so there can be no paint. So we'll see, that may be done at the very end, and I may have to give it a bit of, if I touch anything in here today other than glazing, I will have to make sure I allow for that, allow it to dry. But so we'll get busy today in here, adding a little bit of detail, as I said, and hopefully in episode 6, where we're at now, hopefully we'll be able to complete this painting. So thanks for being here. I would love to hear from you guys, get some comments, get your feedback on what if you're enjoying this, what you would like to see in future episodes, how you would like me to do that. This has been 6 episodes, and maybe that's too long for some of you. Maybe it would be better to do it in 1 episode that's time-lapsed. There's a lot of different ways of doing this, and so as I explore my channel here, I'm looking for ways to provide the entertainment that you guys want. So leave me some comments about what it is you like or what you don't like or what you'd like to see. I would really appreciate the feedback, as we're a new channel. So thanks guys. Join me today as we get working on the detail in here. So let's paint. right, that is that painting done. This has been part 6 or episode 6 of Bench in the Forest. And I put in some detail, add a little bit more detail like I promised, put a little bit more into the shadow area and the bench itself, and just generally built the picture up, built the painting up, and now it's completed. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, watching me paint through a series of 6 episodes. Little piece at a time is probably a little bit more digestible. So I've invested probably, I'm going to say 10 to 12 hours into this painting. And because you put a lot of time in, you really have to take some time and think about what you want to paint and how you're going to paint, and sort of establish how that painting is going to look. Because to me, the most important thing is this is not the most realistic painting I could have painted. And I don't necessarily paint loosely, but I don't paint overly realistically. So I've seen paintings and I've worked on paintings that when you look at, you think for a second they might be a photograph. Well, I'm not really going for that look, nor am I going for a loose look. So I kind of go somewhere in between. And all artists have their own place where they're comfortable and what they're trying to achieve. For me, the most important thing that a painting can do is convey a mood. And I think I've done that here. And the mood for me, it gives me a sense of if I walked past this or looked at this painting, would it make me feel that if I were walking past this bench in the forest, would it make me stop? Would it make me look at that? Would it be inviting to me? And for me, it is. And I would like to know from you guys if how you feel about it and if it's inviting to you. So please leave me a comment down below. I would really appreciate to see what you have to say. But like I said, this really conveys a mood to me. So I try to convey moods in my paintings. I want to bring out an emotion. And I think that's probably what everybody wants to do in a painting. So in my next episode for YouTube, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process of how I select resources, meaning images, whether it's a single photograph or a collection of photographs that I use to give me what I want, right? So we'll go through that process. I won't necessarily show you how I create a photograph with Photoshop and tools like that, but I will talk about what I'm going to paint next time and how I come to a decision about what it is that I'm going to paint, and then take you into the process a little bit more from behind the scenes to how I establish what it is I want to paint. I feel that if I'm going to invest 10 to 12 hours or longer in some paintings, that I want it to convey those emotions, I want it to bring out a certain mood. And that's really what I'm going for here, right? So inevitably, I would want somebody, whether I'm still alive or not, I would want someone to look at my paintings and feel a certain sense of whatever it is, some kind of emotion that painting invokes, and makes them think about something. Maybe they trigger back to a time when, they sat on a bench. So for me, when I see this, it makes me want to sit on the bench, and it triggers a memory of me walking past this bench on a warm summer day in this forest, not too far from my home. And it really gave me a sense of peace, and it really made me want to sit there for a while and just look at the trees and watch the world go by. And as you can see, there's nothing else going on in that painting, and I wanted it to give that that sense of quiet, of just peace. Right? So hopefully that's something you get from it. If not, let me know what it gives you. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. So like I said, if you like this painting, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel and you like what I'm doing here, please think about subscribing. Until the next episode, guys, thank you for being with me.